almost.
I'm getting pretty riled up for our next
What's that?
our next segment. I think we
yeah?
need to do some reviews.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Ice camera action, it's review time. Dennis and Adam, we gon' blow your mind. We're stepping up to the plate, ready to swing. Analyzing movies like a scientist would blame.
Well, all right here, folks. I teased it earlier. I know this movie came out a little bit back, but it's still blazing the charts, and I felt like it'd be wrong if we didn't talk about it. I'm going to review a little movie called Michael.
Michael can go all the way. Right to the top. By himself. Wouldn't that be something? I want you to look at that wall. I want you to believe that you can touch it. You can't quit.
I want to be who I want to be.
Do whatever you want. I own you from 9 to 5.
I need to start living my own life, just like everyone else.
You ain't like everyone else.
Michael, rated PG-13.
All right, so I'll start it off just like I did my review, man. I'll be honest with you. I don't like Michael Jackson. I don't really care for his music much. I don't like the whole everything around it. But
I remember your art
shot.
class speech.
Yeah,
the John Lajoie song. I will never forget that.
And I used that in one of my editing class where we had to bring in a song that we like and we didn't like. And I brought this song called Michael Jackson is Dead, where John Lajoie, this guy who plays Taco in the League, essentially sings about Michael Jackson being a pedophile and stuff. And not that, but it's mainly calling out people who were talking so much shit about him his whole life. And now that he's dead, he's a legend.
The hero
and everyone
worship.
loves him.
Yeah.
And that is this movie, essentially, in a nutshell. So I applaud Fuqua. His initial movie was going to be about everything. It was going to start with Michael getting essentially pat it down. Like they shot like him being like naked, them spreading his ass, like literally getting booked for everything for that. And it was going to end with the trial. And of course, like we were talking earlier, they had a 4-hour cut. And then the estate's like, oh yeah, we don't have the rights to actually do this because of a pending lawsuit. So they had to reshoot it. But like I said, I might not care about Michael Jackson. I admit some of his music is catchy, but I always go into things with an open mind. And I don't like half the fucking musicians that have biopics, and I haven't liked many of the biopics that coming out in the past couple of years. But I had to give this one a shot. And I said that off the top of my actual review, my YouTube review, and someone like started talking shit, and they're like, well, you don't deserve this and that. I'm like, I don't deserve to watch and judge a movie on its merits because I don't like the subject matter? No. Fuck that. So anyways, the movie essentially starts off with the formation of the Jackson 5 and then spreads off mainly into Michael becoming a solo act, and it ends with the Jackson 5's final concert when Michael's on top of the world. And about the only controversy we get in this movie is the Pepsi commercial where Michael's hair gets caught on fire, and they kind of foreshadow like him in the fucking hospital being like, I can't be on medication. And it's like, cool, we're planting the seeds for addiction. That I liked. And even we don't have any controversy about him going solo and the family being irritated by it or angry. Michael is not a sexual being. Michael is just a child throughout the whole movie. Like, he's just hanging out with his animals and stuff. There's a scene where he's a full-grown adult killing it in the industry, and he's like, his brothers are playing basketball. He comes back, he's like, I just went to the toy store and got Twister. We could play tonight. And the brother's like, we're gonna go play Twister with ladies tonight. Enjoy playing by yourself. And it's like, dude, we know Michael fucked. He has kids. Come on, guys. And the whole Joe Jackson of it all, a fucking menace, a terrible tyrant, abusive man. All we get is him spanking Michael. It's a brutal spank. It's like 12 lashes, but that was back in the day what people did. I got spanked with a belt as a child, not often, but that was the thing that happened. But that's as deep as they went with Joe. It's like,
not the psychological like torment that was caused. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, they did show he like pushed him. He was like, oh, you don't get to go to bed after a performance. You got school in the morning, but we got to practice. They did that, but they could have dug so much deeper. Now, Coleman Domingo is fucking fantantastic, man.
Such an incredible performer. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny because he has prosthetics happening. And I don't know why, but it just, the way he like delivers his lines, and like he has this thing with his mouth being agaped. The whole time I feel like it's like JB Smooth doing like a sketch of Joe Jackson almost, which is kind of interesting to me. But it's Coleman, and it's definitely JB couldn't give a performance like that. But I kept seeing JB Smooth in this. I don't know why. And they did show that like the kids were like afraid of him and stuff. Like there's like they call him Joseph, they don't call him Dad. And there's a scene where like when he's talking about going solo, someone's like, well, are you going to tell your dad? And he's like, yeah. And then like they cut to a scene of him like going to like the record label and he's like, I need you guys to talk to my dad about it. So it's funny. Like they showed Michael wanting to like own it and take presents, but then he goes to someone else to talk to his dad. And it's like, it was kind of comical.
I'm so sorry. I started laughing because when you first did like, you're Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I just...
And it's funny, this movie reminded me of the pilot episode of the Black Dynamite show where we find out that Joe Jackson wasn't really the villain. It was really Michael as an alien, and Joe was really the puppet. Oh man. Anyways, Nia Long plays his mother, and she's a fantastic performer. But she doesn't get anything to do here. There's just a few scenes of like her being in the background, like, oh, okay. And like, then there's like a lot of scenes of Michael and her watching classic movies together. It's like, that's cool. And there's one moment where it's like, yes, where she's telling Joe to leave him alone. I'm like, yeah, where was this the whole movie? But I get Katherine Jackson probably didn't have much of a back because she was being abused herself, I imagine. But like Miles Teller's here. And the whole time, he looks like a young John Cusack to me. I don't know why it was weird. But the little boy, Giuliano Valdaldi, I'm saying his name wrong. A young boy who plays a young Michael, killing it. Awesome as a little guy.
Yeah.
I loved him, dude. I want more of this kid.
I saw him on KTLA the other morning.
Yeah.
Incredible interview. He's like,
that's awesome.
Such an established like little like old soul in this little kid. Like he owned that being on fucking LA morning news just fine. Like he was sweet little kid. That was really cool. That was really cool.
I that'd be something to check out. I gotta YouTube that. But the person who I really love the most cameo here, Mike Myers, man. Like he's doing his like Mike Myers Jewish voice kind of thing, and he's almost unrecognizable. Like he looks like a younger Mike Myers. Like I'm so used to now the blonde Mike Myers, but like it kind of feels like an old Mike Myers, and I loved it, man. I ate that shit up.
Nice.
But like the other Jackson 5 members, like you don't get to spend much time with them, and they're just background characters. And the only way to really tell who's who, almost, there's one scene where one of them's wearing a hat with his name on it, and I'm like, okay, I get this is Michael's movie.
I was gonna say it is Michael.
Yeah.
Jackson 5. Maybe that's the prequel.
Right? I'd watch that. It was cute seeing this like CG Bubbles. I love Bubbles, the monkey, the chimp. But yeah, the movie just didn't take any risk. It didn't take any swings. But by God, I had a good time watching it. Like the music was like great. The montages were good. It flew by. It's 2 hours and 7 minutes, and there was never a dull moment. The performances were strong. The cinematography was all right, but once we were like on stage and he was performing, it was magical, man. It was like so raw and like raw and real feeling. And like having Jafar Jackson, his nephew, play him might have been the best call ever. Like, it's so unruly.
You can't get much closer to the fucking being the man himself.
Yeah.
That's right. Crazy. They just the trailers I've seen and stuff, like it's Jesus. That's
dude.
He nailed it.
And it's like, that was the one thing I think when we first talked about this movie, the fact that they had him, I'm like, oh, they're not going to dive deep into the controversies because he's not. But it's like, apparently he was willing to do it. And honestly,
it was the rest of the family, right? It was everyone else saying,
and the lawsuit and stuff and all that. So, and it's funny, like when the movie ends, it's on a high note. Of course, it was like 88 right before all the court trials.
Right.
And there's like a title card, his story will continue, almost like history will continue. So they're teeing you up for the sequel, of course. And it's like, I'm intrigued to see where it goes. I hope they dive deeper. I hope we get some controversy. They did. I like they did show like the pigment changing. Like they show him like, he's like, I got to wear this certain type of glove or else my hands from what I'm doing and they'll become kind of white. And so it's like they set some stuff in motion, which I liked. And And they really cemented the whole like him loving Peter Pan and Neverland throughout being a child. We didn't get to see him build the ranch, but I'm intrigued to see where they're going. But judging off this one movie compared to the 5 last, like let's say like the last couple of biopics of musicians, this one might be the strongest. I really had a good time watching it. It was fun.
Nice.
It was insightful. It was safe, but it gave fans what they wanted, because you could either give fans a movie they want, or you can give people who don't like Michael Jackson what they want. And that's not going to be a movie that's going to be as riveting and make all the money in the world. So
Right.
I get why they did what they did.
Especially if the plan is to then follow up with exactly that.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Here's the movie for the fans that only want to see this part. Here's the movie for the fans that want to look at this part.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's the angle, but something tells me, based on how the production went for the first one, there's no way they're going to make a sequel go that deep into that stuff.
Yeah, and there's already like there were rumors that Antoine. Yeah, I mean, this movie is like one of the biggest grossing movies this year. So I mean, but yeah, you never know. But there was rumors that Antoine Fuqua dropped out of the movie. He didn't want to deal with the producers so much that he would direct from a van, supposedly. And like I said, they had to pay him more than they paid him to do the movie, to do the reshoots. But the producer is the person who made the Freddie Mercury biopic, which did similar things. So it's like he has a formula. He knows how to appease the estates. He knows how to make a movie. And rumor is he was essentially the shadow director, and it looks like he could come in to direct the next one. They're already saying like, well, with Antoine's vast amount of work that he has in front of him, we don't know if we can schedule it with him. And it's like, all right, at least they're playing it cool. He's doing the press for it. So cool. Yeah. Side note, I know, sorry, this is a long review. It's just one of those movies. You did send me a trailer for something that you were kind of intrigued by, which I could have reviewed, but I didn't on this. RZA's latest movie, A Spoon of Chocolate. I just saw it last weekend, and that co-stars Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris Jackson. And there's like, she's kind of hot. I'll give her that, but it's weird. It's like, if you look at her, it's like, she does look like Michael, like a female. It's crazy how, and it's like,
yeah.
It's like, so you're telling me Michael is like this like friendly, childless virgin, but he has all these kids. I don't know, movie. Come on.
Yeah, it's definitely not that kind of movie.
Yeah. But that movie was interesting. We can talk about it at some point later, but not what I wanted, but it was good. But I'm going to end this because it's gone on too long. Sorry. I'm going to give Michael 2.5 slices of toast.
2.5 slices. All right.
Yeah. And if it went a little deeper into the controversies, I probably would have given it maybe a little more, but I can't fully hold that against it because they did all they could. Yeah.
For sure.
But my big issue is I went to watch a movie on Stars the other day because I pay for the Stars app because like it's like $20. I'm like, all right, for a year, fuck it. They're like, they had a trailer for Michael, and they're like, streaming on Stars this summer, Michael. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You're telling people not to go to the movie. What the fuck? Come on.
Well, let's be honest. The people who are on the verge of, if it's going to come out in streaming soon, I just won't see it in theaters now, are not going to be the people that are going to see it in theaters anyways.
Yeah.
You know,
I will say, I was happy I didn't have any people dancing in my theater. It was literally a packed house. I saw this. Oh, dude, it's people are dressing up like Michael in the fucking glove and the red jacket. There's videos all over the internet. Yeah, and they're going in front of the stage dancing while he's dancing or in the aisles, and it's like, dude, I get you're happy, that's cool, but I want
to watch a movie.
This isn't the place, yeah. But I'll say I saw this, I want to say the Thursday it opened at like 4:00, and it was a packed house. Like, so this it's nice to see people going to the theater for that.
4:00 on a Thursday.
Yeah. Right?
What are people up to?
I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I was there, so I can't comment.
Seeing Michael. Well, I know what your work schedule's like, so that makes sense.
Yeah. But I'm just happy to see people are going out there.
All right.
But it's just interesting. Like, I think someone even also like, they're like, you don't like Michael Jackson, you're a racist. I'm like, how am I a racist? Because I don't like. No, that's fuck you.
You don't have to be into pop music. Like,
yeah.
It's like, not, it's a very,
But I'm like,
I like some Michael Jackson songs. I don't like all
Sure.
of his catalog.
yeah.
You
And I'm
know,
not gonna lie, leaving this movie, I was like, maybe I should listen to some. It's
he's
enjoyable.
got some fucking bangers. He's got some
Yeah,
fucking
100%.
bangers.
And that's cool. Like we see like him coming up with some of these songs, and like one of the main scenes is like him filming the Thriller video, and like that's
Ooh.
cool.
Nice.
And like, and it's cool because like he's like, oh, my short film. Like he treats them as short
Yeah.
films, not
Yeah,
as
yeah.
and the list of fucking directors that he had. They only dive into Thriller, which of course was Landis, but the directors that did Michael Jackson video, like he went after the directors, and it's like that.
Who played John Landis in the? Or did
It
we
was
see?
just like
Oh,
you see
dang
him
it.
by like
Okay.
a crane, and like they talk to him, and it's like behind. So
Okay.
I was intrigued to see that. That I was hoping. I'm like,
that would have been kind of cool.
but like there's an AD, like I'll go talk to John, and then like you see from behind, oh yeah, we'll give that a shot. And it's like, fuck you, I want to see who's Landis.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah. But I'm gonna let you take this next review, and I'm gonna jump in with you because I also watched it. But this is your main review, so I'm intrigued to hear your setup.
All right. I got a little Netflix film starring a big Hollywood lady we are a fan of on the show. I'm going to be talking about Apex.
What's special, Sasha? I already know about you. Danger makes you feel alive.
Perfection's the only option. But this is completely different. You think you can handle it?
Run for your life.
We're playing a game. Is that what you think we're doing?
You guessed right.
Run for your life.
Let's do it. You think I've got a problem? You're a sick
Run for your life. Run for your life.
All right, so this is a flick like we mentioned, starring Charlize Theron, co-starring Taron Egerton, and it's telling the story of this woman who's super into extreme sports. She likes rock climbing, very intense rock faces. She's into kayaking, all sorts of outdoor high adrenaline sports, and on a very tragic climb in Norway where she's with it appears to be the love of her life, played by Eric Bana. They suffer this tragic accident where he then dies, and she's now months later, she's going back to his homeland of Australia and experiencing some of the outback, like, well, not, I guess not the outback, but experiencing some Australian wilderness on her own. She's rolling solo. So right away, you're getting this solo adventurer woman out on her own. We've kind of established, like, they kind of, honestly, they're really beating you over the head with a woman alone thing.
Yeah, that old
very,
trope.
very aggressive, gross men kind of coming on to her, very much coming on to her, with another man having to defend her, and she doesn't really get a chance to defend herself, which kind of bothered me right away.
Mm-hmm.
She's a badass. I think she can speak for herself.
100%.
But setting that aside, we get a very meek, like, Taron Egerton meets her in a gas station. She's getting hassled. He's just like, "Hey guys, like, ease up. Like, you don't need to be doing this to her. Here, buy my beef jerky." And we move on to, oh, here's I need some directions to get to this place I want to see. Oh, do you want the easy way or the hard way? Oh, then I'll show you the cool way to get there. And she's out adventuring on her own. She's going solo doing this. Obviously, we're in this slow burn sort of situation. Now, before we go further, I want to establish, I actually didn't watch the trailer for this going into it.
Oh, okay.
I read a little synopsis, and I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting. I'll just jump right into it. It's like, I have a guess where this will go. Obviously, there's going to be baddies that are going to chase her through this wilderness area.
Mm-hmm.
After hearing the trailer you just played, that honestly might have turned me off had I seen that first.
Oh, interesting.
Because I think that's telling way too much information. Even if you can guess it, it makes it sound super predictable, which
Yeah.
I'm going to say right now, the movie was super predictable.
Sure.
Is it obvious that the creepy hunters that are very grossly hitting on her aren't the big bads, but it's going to be the quiet second build actor who walks in very nice and says nice things to her is going to be the big bad? Sure. Even when you get that, I'm like, all right, then how is this going to unfold, right? Once it starts to unfold, he kind of just slaps you across the face. Not in a fun, ooh, now we're getting into the action sort of way, but it's like, oh shit, the movie started finally. Okay. Mind you, this is a good 25, 30 minutes in. We've spent some time watching Charlize Theron kayak for a while, and I don't think we needed. Again, look, I get it. She's on an emotional journey. She has literally a physical obstacle she couldn't overcome. The part at the beginning with Eric Bana featured there was a rock face she couldn't surpass, and it's taken her many attempts to try to overcome this. So obviously this is something we're going to come back to, even if it's not in Norway. I need to say, shit, I want to say something that might be a spoiler that I called out in the gas station.
Yep, I did the same thing to Sarah. I'm like, wouldn't it be interesting if that was that?
Yeah,
and that was a throwaway, and then that came, and I'm like, okay, I'm happy I'm not the only one.
Immediately,
it was two on the nose.
We drew so much attention to this item in the convenience store. I'm just like, oh, we've talked about it 3 times. I bet you it's this. And Val's like, oh, I hope not. I'm like, oh no, it is. I guarantee it is.
And even as you watch her eting it and being like, oh, this is good. I'm like, oh no, sister, come on.
She looks at the bag too. I'm like, and she makes that sound. I'm like, oh god damn it. My problem with it is the way we describe the flavor, because throughout history it's been documented what the flavor should be. I'm like, oh well, we already fucked that up, but whatever. We'll move on. We'll move past that. The movie is an adventure, though. I think that you have some
watching it unwind.
You have a lot of gorgeous location shots.
But it's shot so beautifully. The person who did both the Joker movies shot this, and the landscape is so vast.
Yes. But my problem is, for as many gorgeous shots as you get of actual landscape, you just get drowned in these CG ultra wides that I'm like, I'm like, you couldn't have just thrown a fucking drone up and got some awesome shots of like Australian forest. You know, like it's like, you guys are there. Why couldn't? Anyways, I like the adventure elements. The story itself, I'm sorry, just did not drive forward hard enough. And for a woman who's so fucking hardcore, especially an actress who's so badass as Charlize Theron, I'm always going to be like, I will never doubt her badassery presence on a screen. I was so frustrated with, here she is at the apex of her ability, and all of a sudden all of those skills get yanked away. Here they are all back again. Now they're taken away again. And
that was the issue with this movie. They're like, he was playing with her. It was cat and mouse, of course, but there were so many chances for him to just kill her. And it's like, well, why is she still alive?
For me,
and
for me, it's the other way around. For me, it's the other way around. There's so many chances she could have beat the shit out of him.
She could have killed him too. Sure.
She is physically more imposing human being to me than Taron Egerton is in real life. And I'm like, that's the person I'd be afraid to get in a fight with. And yet she's just getting owned by this guy. And I'm like,
yes,
stop it.
And she did all of her own stunts, all this extreme shit. She did. And we've seen what she did in Atomic Blonde, what she did in Fury Road. Like, we know the caliber.
She had some awesome stunts in Old Guard too. Obviously, the character of Furiosa is my favorite, I think, role of hers. And
I felt like Taron Egerton was like trying to be like fucking McAvoy in Split, like, oh, I'm this one guy, but then I'm this hulking,
especially
fucking
with
crazy
the techno music speaker playing, and
it got old.
And the leaving too many advantages for her to which it wasn't even advantage. It's like she should have dominated him, even though she was out of her element. Like, it was honestly never established whether or not she's even been here before. She might have. Just because she was looking for a route to this place doesn't mean...
And the amount of distance she got away from him at some points, and then he was already ahead of her, and it's like, how? That's physically impossible.
She's clearly a much better climber. The fact that she went up that crevasse and down, and he somehow went up and down faster than she did. Like, there's so many elements and scenes that I just felt cheated as an audience member. Like, I invested so much faith into your main character, and you keep ripping that out from under me. And it's not shocking. It's not like, oh, it's like, oh, now she's letting me down when I don't want her to let me down.
True, true.
If anything, I wanted the hunters to come back and try to help, and they get killed.
Exactly. Spoiler, folks. They never come back. We see them once after the gas station. But yeah, that's when they should have been like, yeah, we're the good guys. We're here to help. I expected that the whole movie.
Or, at least
they should have been working with them.
Bags. Yeah, like, it's one of those, something. Even the lady at the gas station I don't care. I almost wanted a Texas Chainsaw style. Oh, everyone in this, once she went into the preserve, is like everyone that lives in here kind of fucked up kind of thing.
And even our camp counselor, our camp kind of ranger is like, guy. People go in and they don't even come back, and you're going in solo. It's like, oh, okay.
And he wasn't talking down to her. He was just like,
no,
people should just go in pairs. That's it. Like, it doesn't matter that you're a woman. Doesn't matter if it's a man. No one person should solo this forest. People disappear all the time. I get that, and I like that sort of foreboding element they tried to add to it, but that was quickly washed away by everything else that you injected into the film. Again, there was some gorgeous shots. You got to see her do some really cool physical stunts, but it just wasn't enough to carry the movie for me. And
it's only an hour and 35 minutes, but it's like, it could have been more effective.
Exactly. I think it should have been time better spent. I still think it's a movie worth watching, though. I think it's not something worth seeing once. I love the two main stars and the little bit of Eric Bana that we get. He actually did a good job for those few minutes he was in the movie.
Oh yeah, charming.
I think the cast, as much screen time as they got, they all played as well as they could. I think there was visual elements with Taryn's character. Let me phrase it as carefully as I can. There was a visual element that was introduced late in the movie about Taryn's character. I think should have been there the rest of the movie and not hidden again. Once he showed that off, I was like, oh, that's awesome. Okay, finally we're getting like deeper into. It's like, oh no, we retract. Just like her climbing, just like her adventuring abilities, we retract all of these things that were starting to be cool. The things that should have made it more interesting. There's something off mic, or maybe after the show, I'd like to say, I think would have been much cooler about the final climb if she had to do it with even fewer things available to her. Maybe he decided to clench his teeth. Like it would have been cooler to see her than do it. Like, with let's like figuratively a hand tied behind her back, or not lit. That isn't how obviously it plays through, but one of Val's complaints was the symbolism that was repeated way too frequently, the tethering between characters. It's like you see it like 4 fucking times in the movie. I'm like, oh my god, okay, stop it. We get it. I think it's like high caliber talent in kind of a low caliber script. Unfortunately. I wanted to like it more, but I still had a decent time watching it. I don't regret it, but I probably won't watch it again. So that did dictate.
I'm with you on that.
My slice scale on it. So
what you slicing this at?
I'm slicing it 2.5.
I don't know why our 2 is like a 1 slice. So I gotta fix that. Something's up with that. I thought I heard that earlier, but sorry. I think 2.5 is pretty dead on. I'll go 2.5 with you as well. See, now that one sounded 2.
I heard it. That sounded like 2. That's a deuces.
Yeah, these buttons are a little glitchy bitchy in my book. So it's a Netflix movie. They're not all high quality. You know what movie I really am like? I rewatch that last Taron Egerton movie with him and Bateman, the one that takes place at the airport. Departed, I think. That one was good.
I think I sliced that one about the same. Where it's like I liked the elements, but it was like, and then you start shorting this talent that we
Mhm.
have on screen. I'm like, oh, stop it. Don't
Not
twist, don't force Bateman into this box. I get it.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought he was having, he probably had fun playing
Oh,
the bad guy
100%.
character, but it's like you make him so smart and then he's all of a sudden so fucking dumb.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
kind of the same thing happens in this movie. And I'm like, I get it. It's like we want to spend so much money up to a point and then stop. But it's
Mhm.
like you've already proven you can do it with God, what's the movie with Thor saving the Indian kid?
Oh,
Fucking-
Extraction.
Oh my God, I love Extraction. Extraction 2, pretty damn good too. Not quite as good as the first, but you've proven you can do these really cool spectacle pieces.
Huh.
Come
Yeah.
on, guys. Come on.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, let's see what Netflix has next week for us. There's always something new coming. Hit or miss.
That there
We'll
is.
check them out. All right. I have a new little sequel here. I'm talking about The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Pull yourself together. We have work to do. And by we, I mean you.
I am the new features editor at Runway. Oh, da, Andy. I'm here to restore your credibility.
Why don't you take the train, dear?
You need to tell Miranda. I feel a little bit sick.
Miranda? Hey, Miranda! You should get that looked at. The injury or condition or whatever that causes you to trudge.
The Devil Wears Prada 2. Rated PG-13. Get tickets now.
All right, now I'll get this off my chest. I had never seen The Devil Wears Prada, but I knew this was coming out, and I got to see everything apparently. So I, about a month ago, watched the first one. I'm like, oh, this is not as bad as I thought it would be. So let's go into the new one. I'm all about it. Let's fucking sign me up.
Okay.
So 20 years. It's been 20 years since that movie came out, and people really loved it. So it's like, that makes sense. Take your time, do a sequel. Why not? So this is a movie that takes place in real time. Of course, Anne Hathaway was Meryl Streep's assistant. Andy wanted to be a writer, but she took a job as an assistant to a terrible fucking fashionista kind of magazine tycoon almost character, Miranda Priestley. And 20 years later, we find out that Andy had quit that job and traveled the world and did real journalism. And the movie picks up. She's doing good. She just won a journalism award, but right before she went on stage, she found out that everyone at her publication had lost their jobs as a tax write-off, and she's in a hard place. And at the same time, Runway, the magazine Meryl Streep runs, is kind of dealing with the controversy, and one thing leads to another, and Andy ends up going back to Runway, but now she's the features editor and writing pieces there again. And it's just kind of proving herself to Meryl Streep again and helping them come out of this situation. And it kind of flounders a little bit, but then one thing leads to another, and it becomes about saving the publication. The management, something terrible happens, and Miranda expects something to happen for her, but then there's a monkey wrench, and they got to pretend like that monkey wrench doesn't happen as fashion weeks happen, and they're throwing this big runway show in Milan or Rome, wherever the fuck, Italy. And Andy's worried. She's like, I can't lose 2 publications. I got to help save it. And she might make things worse. She might make things better. It's I don't know. It's weird, man. This movie feels, I wanted to say it's a rehash, but it's not. There's more happening, but it's mainly a statement about journalism is dying and journalists deserve the right to like keep doing what's right, but it's kind of preachy. The thing that gets her in the good graces of Miranda is by booking a white whale of a person to interview, someone who hasn't been interviewed in a while and is like the hot topic in the fashion industry. And like, it's interesting because in the first movie, Miranda was such a cold-hearted bitch. In this one, she is, but like her new assistant is like, clearly things have happened. There's been mention of like HR has had to talk to her a bunch. And like, so her new assistant's like, you can't say that, you can't say this. And we're seeing a little bit more of like a tame version of Miranda, which I liked. And like, she gets to show a little bit of heart and soul here, but I saw this movie twice. I saw it opening day by myself, and then I saw it with Sarah because she loved the original. But Sarah hated it. She's like, that's not the character. And I'm like, yeah, but 20 years has gone by. She's dealing with life. So it's like, I get it. Stanley Tucci's character, Nigel, he's in it. He's a goddamn delight. I love him. Still doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emily Blunt's character, Emily, that's interesting that she has the same name. I love when they do that. She's not working there anymore, but she plays a big factor in this movie. And then there's some new familiar faces that I like Justin Theroux's in here, and he's doing this really wacky, unlikable, fucking weird guy. BJ Novak is kind of a villain in this.
Okay.
Kenneth Branagh's in it, and he's a goddamn delight. I mean, he looks so. It's weird. He looks so great. Young in here. He's Meryl Streep's new husband, and when he's on the scene, in the scenes, he steals the show, man. In my book, man, I loved it. And there's so many cameos, and even Sarah's like, oh yeah, they're clearly skewing towards a younger audience, like TikTok people and this and that. And I'm like, and then I assume there's fashion people. I only recognize a few people. I'm like, clearly they're focusing on these people. It's mainly like, hey man, here's some fan service thrown at you.
Isn't there? Then they make there's like some cameo of like the woman that Meryl Streep's based on is in the movie too.
Anna Wintour, I think, but that's the thing. I don't know who that lady looks like, so she probably is in there, but I don't know.
Okay.
And it's funny because there's all these cameos and stuff, and the big controversy before this came out was they cut Sydney Sweeney from it, and it's like, okay, whatever. They cut people all the time. She had a cameo, so what? But people were pissed about that, but it's like, whatever.
She's getting enough attention, it's fine.
Exactly. She's doing A-okay, folks.
Yeah.
Now, it's weird. I wanted to hate this movie, but I liked it. There's some weird, like in the beginning of the movie, there's like some handheld kind of shaky cam stuff happening. And I'm like, that doesn't fit. And then there's other things here that like will look so elegant and great. And like, there's some great sets. There's some great music. The movie plays well, but I will say, like, I had some quarrels with it, and Sarah said the same thing after. I'm like, all right, so it's not just me. Like, there's nothing really at stake. Like, every time there's like an issue and Andy has to take care of it, there's a montage of her making phone calls. But in the first movie, we saw her doing everything, and we saw how everything got done, and it was a journey. But in this, it's like a couple of phone calls, and we're good, we're golden, and then there's a love interest here. We don't have Vinny Chase from Entourage this time. Now there's like a new guy who she's kind of dating, but they just kind of force that kind of in the middle. Like she meets him and then like, oh, we're in a relationship, but we never really get to spend much time in it. But I like the guy. It's this Australian actor named Patrick Bramall. He's on this. He created this show and stars in it with his wife called Colin from Accounts, about this Australian couple who raises this crippled dog. Fantastic. And it's good to see him in this. He's charming and funny and witty, and I would have liked to see more of him. And we're getting a lot of people from the last movie popped up here and there. It just, it's kind of like Michael. It's kind of safe. And it's like, it's good, but it could have been better.
That's what scares me about movies that have sequels that come 20 fucking years later. I'm like, man, it's not like you're carrying momentum. If you're coming back, you need to come back and hit fucking hard.
Yes.
Therein lies the problem. If you do that, are you then scaring away the audience of the source material?
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, like, they're trying to deal with stuff that does make it relevant. Like, journalism is a dying thing in America.
Yeah.
And then mergers and buyouts and stuff, that's a very big part of this too. But it's like, focus on one thing. Don't just fucking try to shove everything in it, man. Like, clearly this movie, people wanted it. It's, I think, the third highest grossing movie of the year right now. So chances are we might get a third one. And I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I'm very mixed on it. I saw it twice. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't have seen it a second time. But honestly, if you're a fan, watch the original. That one won't let you down. Devil Wears Prada 2, I'm going to give 2 slices of toast.
Fair enough.
It's right there. Not the best, not the worst. It's like seeing old friends again, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you're old now. Everyone's old now.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, exactly.
You're old, I'm old. What the fuck?
But I will say, this is the year of Anne Hathaway. She has this. She has another movie, Mother Mary, which I saw the day before I saw this, and She was great in it, but that movie was so bad. So I'm like, oh, this is a refresher. And then in the summer, we're getting her in the Odyssey, which I saw a couple of minutes ago. They just put out the official full trailer, so I can't wait to check that out after we get off the mic here.
Checking that out too. Yep.
Like I thought the last one was a full trailer, but no, this one just hit, so it's the official. So I'm excited.
Yeah,
then she has,
Super Bowl was just the teaser, right? So
yeah, I think so. Yeah. And then she has another movie, a Colleen Hoover movie, Verite, and I think she has one more movie coming out towards
and then
December. So
didn't we talk about a couple episodes ago that they're doing another Princess Bride? So
yep. So she's had a nice renaissance. Yeah.
Deservedly so.
It.
She's talented. She deserves getting all these parts. That's cool.
Yeah, and it's good because like even like Emily Blunt's character is like, oh, you're more confident in yourself. She's like, yeah. And it's nice seeing that because in the first movie, she was like such a wreck. And like, it's like, oh, yeah, she's more mature. Time has passed. But she's still like when she starts, she's trying to prove herself to Miranda. And that came off a little needy. But once she backed up, it's like, all right, this. And that's the thing. I feel like Meryl Streep kind of phoned it in a little bit. Like she was a little like it just felt like there was a little heart missing here. And then I read she passed on this movie until they offered her a fuckload more money than they initially offered her. So it's like, I don't know if she was really.
I guess for that amount of money, I'll show up.
Yeah. But
fair enough, though. I mean,
you gotta choose wisely. You know your worth, and of course, Meryl Streep knows her worth. And she's talking shit about Marvel, pissing off some nerds lately. But it is what it is.
I don't think.
Sorry, I have one more movie here. I'm sorry. I'm talking a lot tonight. Sorry. I have a movie called Obsession.
I'm excited for this.
Obsession.
You're the only person I get to really talk to.
You're too. Have you ever actually like flirted with Nikki? One wish well. I wish Nikki Freeman loved me more than anyone in the entire world.
It's weird how you two are dating all of a sudden, like super dating.
I love you so
much. Is she okay? No.
Obsession. Rated R. Only theaters May 15th with special engagement in Dolby.
All right, so I saw this movie. I want to say back in March, and like I've been sitting on it because now it's coming out in like 2 or 3 weeks, so I figured now's the time to talk about it. Like I said, this is directed by a YouTuber. Like that's the thing, we're getting a lot of horror movies from YouTubers lately, and I'm kind of happy about that. Like they're doing good work, and this movie, man, blew all. Like I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh, that looks good, but I was like, this movie's really fucking good, dude. Like, all right, so the premise is, there's this guy, he's kind of a nerd. He's a little bit friend zoned by a coworker that he really likes. And one day she's into like crystals and stuff, and she breaks her crystal or loses it. And he's like, I'm going to go buy her one. And he's at this shop, and like he sees this thing. It's like called a One Wish Willow or something like that. And like they're like, oh yeah, you can make any wish you want and it will come true. And he gets it, and he's going to give it to her, but then he doesn't give it to her after like this whole like kind of outing they had. He drops her off at home. They had this kind of will they won't they moment where she's like, do you like me? And it's like, oh shit. And he's like, no, haha. And like, she's like, okay. And then she's about to go in her house. And then like, he makes a wish that she would love him more than anyone's ever loved anyone. And he hits it. And then immediately like shit gets crazy. Like she becomes obsessed. She can't live without him. She is like obsessed is like putting it very mildly. Like,
right.
Like
wholly consuming of her life.
Oh, yeah. Like he is her life, and like she'll go to the ends of the earth and do some fucking crazy shit if she thinks anything's happening. And it just, I'm trying not to, because I could spoil stuff. Like it just takes these crazy, intensely fucked up.
Can I say something before you get too much further?
Yeah.
I feel like what you've said so far, when I saw the trailer for this movie, captured very fucking well exactly what you're saying. It got me as excited as what you just said got me excited, but it didn't give me too much of like when it really cracks off. Like I can tell
Yeah.
there's so much more that's gonna happen. And you've already got me back there. I'm like, fuck, I want to see this.
I hope you see this at some point, and then we can talk spoilers. Like I can't because it comes out May 15th, and we're only May 5th.
4th.
But there were scenes where, we're 4th for you, 5th for me. But there's scenes where I almost like cringe. Like it takes a lot for me to cringe. Like some scenes I wanted to look away from the screen. Like that's how and it looks so visually pleasing. Like the sets are so good. The cinematography is gorgeous. It has this eerie like score to it. The camera work, they do some fun camera movements with it, and I don't know the cast, but they are fantastic. Well, the one thing, like, because one person that I saw was in the cast before I went to go see it, intrigued me the most. Yeah. Andy Richter has a cameo in this.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, Andy, but then you see it, it's like, okay, that makes sense, and he's delightful, but it's like never picture him in a movie like this.
I'm Andy Richter. I'm sorry.
But the young man who stars in this, who's being tormented essentially, Michael Johnston plays this character Bear. He's great at like trying to keep his cool and not lose it around this girl, but because he's gonna pretend like it's not physically like agonizing to him. But this young woman, like her name is Indy Narvet, I believe. I'm probably saying it wrong, but she plays Nikki, the love interest. Fucking phenomenal, dude. Like I've only seen her in one other thing, which I watched kind of a week or two before I saw this Dave Bautista movie Trap House, and she was great in that.
Yeah.
She in this, like it's like almost like she's possessed. There's moments where like she looks like she's in physical pain. Like it looks like she's possessed and like physically pushing herself, like the character and the actress pushing to just these limits. And what this director, I think he wrote it too, what he got was just pure carnage and chaos. And I can't wait to see more. And I didn't want to say anything when we're talking about it, but I'm all on board with this guy wants to do with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If it's even half as good as this, I think we're in for something special.
Damn. Yeah. Okay. That's even more good news for that. Oh shit. That's cool.
Yeah, dude.
That's fucking cool. Okay.
Like, and I think he's a young guy, dude. Fucking
yeah.
I want to say he's like in his 20s. I'm like, and this is his first feature, but being a YouTuber, it's like I commend him, man. Like I wasn't sure. Oh, sorry.
No, sorry. I was gonna say I was on Instagram a couple months ago when they first started dropping the teasers, and they dropped the account for Obsession, and it was just in my feed, and I was just like, shit, yes, I'm here for it. I started sending it out to people of just like, yeah, this looks awesome. What do you think? And you just hear, I was only hearing positive things coming back. It's like, ooh, creepy. Yeah, I want to see that. I'm like, this is exactly the type of thing.
I think this premiered at South by Southwest, and there was buzz about it. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. But everyone's always like, you're at like a big festival, and like, it's like, all right, sure.
You can always say there's buzz, but that's.
And I'll say I was at a festival too. Like I saw it at this festival in Boston. Like it's funny. I go to the bathroom before a movie, and I try holding it, but I couldn't hold it. I had to go pee, and I went in the middle of the movie. I don't know who was doing the marketing at this thing, but like. The entire bathroom was covered in sticky notes that was just quotes and things from the movie. So it's like, this is fucking cool. It made the experience 10 times better. Like things that she would say to him that just gets under your skin. It's like, and it was everywhere in a matter of like an hour. I'm like, fuck, this is insane. I love it. By the way,
all I could think of is this poor crew had to go in and stick sticky notes in the men's bathroom.
As people are trying to pee and wash their hands.
Piss splatter everywhere, and you're just sticking all this. That's amazing. That's great.
But it sold me, man.
That's awesome, though. I love that. I love that sort of marketing. I love that sort of engrossing sort of experience. That's what a movie should feel like when you go see it.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Cool.
But yeah, this movie took me by surprise. One of my favorites of this year so far. I'm not a giant horror guy.
Okay.
It's twisted. It's dark. It's fucked up. It's unrelentlessly just itself. It's original. Like the trailer, I'm like, it could be good, but man, I feel like it's a great movie.
Right.
I'm gonna give Obsession 3.5 slices of toast, man.
Awesome.
I loved it. Highly suggest 5:15. Go and check it out. Support like up and coming directors, folks.
That's
this
badass.
guy gets it. Yeah.
Ah, damn,
Yeah.
that's cool. I'm very
Like-
excited to see this. I would, like I said, as soon as I saw the trailer, I knew I was hyped to see it. Feel so much better hearing that you enjoyed it that much. So
Yeah,
definitely on the must see list.
Like, I've been wanting to talk about it for so long, but I'm like, I want to wait till it gets closer, and I don't want it to get buried as much. So
Right. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, cool,
So,
dude.
yeah, that's
Badass.
gonna do it for our reviews this episode. Hopefully you found something you may or may not want to see. We might have steered you in a direction, hopefully, or